Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Kay here from At Home with Kay, and I'm really glad that you're here. Remember to subscribe if this is your first time here. Also, this video is part of a collaboration with my sweet friend May from Craft Away with May and the amazing Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack. And this video is going to be a Western farmhouse collab. So we are doing some Western farmhouse type things. I kind of was like, I was going a little bit too farmhouse, and then I was like, man, trying to figure out what I was going to do. And then you know what? I love cowboy boots. I actually have 2 pair of them and I want to get more. So I thought, why don't you use that as one of your DIYs? So what I'm doing here is I purchased a piece of this black foam board from Dollar Tree, and I just drew out what I think my cowboy boots look like. They kind of look like this. So I just drew out that shape of a silhouette of a cowboy boot. And then I'm going to cut that out. And after I cut it out, I am going to move on to the next step, which you will see shortly. I always love doing these collabs with Charlene and May because they are just so awesome at what they do, and I'm so excited to see their videos. So here is the next step. What I'm gonna do is, this is that sticky wallpaper stuff that you get, wall tiles that you get from Dollar Tree, but it's only sticky like around the edges, I think. So, and there's this white paper on the back. Oh yeah, that paper is sticky, but it's not attached in the middle. It's only attached around the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace out the silhouette of the boot, but not the heel, just the boot part. And then we're going to glue that on the top of this boot to give it that, you know, that leather texture. You know how cowboy boots have that design on them. I thought this was a good way to get that design. The only thing I did was I wanted the boot to face in a certain direction, and I traced it on the back of this, so then I'm gonna have to turn it the opposite way, but no big deal with that either. Yeah, and see, I'm just showing there that I'm not gonna, you know, trace out the heel. I'm just gonna do a little, a line above it, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this cutout and I'm going to hot glue it to the front of this silhouette of this boot. And I'm just gonna use a little hot glue, and it works just fine. Doesn't melt anything because my glue gun gets so hot. This is the one that my other glue gun, because remember my other one died, so I had to get out my second hand one, and it gets just as hot. So I need to seriously invest in some hot glue guns around here. So now I'm gonna paint it, and first I'm gonna start off with a layer of the plaster colored Waverly paint. I'm gonna put that on first, and then I'm gonna darken it up and then add some dimension to it with a couple other paints that I have. But first I'm just gonna cover it completely with this paint here, and I think I had to do 2 coats of this. And this is how it looks after adding the 2 coats. Next, I got this brown paint out. I can't really remember what, it looks like a chocolatey brown, like a mocha color. And I'm just gonna add that, trying to give it some dimension and character, but it actually started like blending a little bit. So then, I just had to keep adding it, and then eventually it gave me the look that I wanted. Just a little, adding dimension and bringing out those designs that are on that tile. And here is a darker brown paint that I decided to use also. With it, I put that on top of the other brown paint, and it's giving me the look that I think I was going for a little bit. And I'm just gonna work with this until it comes out the way that I want it. Then I had an idea to add a little of the antique wax, and I put that on top there, and that's why I have this darker staining color, and I love that. Now also, it still didn't give me the look that I wanted with those raised parts on the tile, so then I thought what I'll do is I'll go around on those parts and I'll highlight them in gold. And that's what I'm doing here, just adding gold to all those raised parts on the tile. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of this black chalkboard paint, and I'm going to just darken up the heel just to give it more of a matte finish. Then I got this ribbon, this jute ribbon from Dollar Tree. I had never seen it there before. This was something new to my store, so in the Crafter Square. So I decided that, and it has 3 different designs, and I just picked one, and I'm just gonna do some trimming on the edges, the heel of the boot, yep, right there, and then at the top, and I think in the middle I'm gonna do it also, just to jazz it up a little bit. And I'm going and I'm adding a little at the top here. This little jute ribbon is really cute. I love it. I like how it's already, you know, there's 3 different designs that you can choose from, and they're all so pretty, you know. And it's funny because in my last video I said how I didn't like doing crafts out of jute twine, and man, did this video call me a liar. I think I used it in almost every one of my projects here. Wow. So then I decided to add these beaded stickers on top of that jute twine, and I think it looked so pretty. And I also put a row of it in the middle, kind of right here, and it turned out very nicely. I was quite pleased. Oh, so next I have my frame that I'm gonna put this in. This is just a frame that I got from my sister, I think. It's gold. It has it's like it has little designs on the frame, look like flowers or something. And then I took another one of those black foam boards, put that in for the backing, and then I'm just hot gluing the boot on top of the black foam board. These are some really pretty flowers that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm showing the names, but you know what? I can't even read that and to tell you what they are. What I'm going to do is add a little hot glue too to hold them in there. What I'm going to do too is show you what this looks like at the end of the video. So next, when I think about Western and cowboys and things like that, I think about cows. So what I did was I drew out a little cow on this piece of paper, and then I'm going to try to copy what I drew on the paper and put it on this canvas. And I'm just going to paint a rough little picture of a cute little cow and paint it. And when I say rough, I really mean rough. And when I got to the ears, you know, I left it like that, but I made the cow's ears kind of go up. But when I really looked at a cow, their ears go like to the side. Their ears are like on the side of their head going out. But my little cow's, his ears are going up. He's still cute though. And next I'm just going to use some different brown color paints because I wanted a brown cow to paint him. And I'm just going to paint him all up and get it, you know, just a nice little rough paint job on here. And then I'm going to move on to the next step. I want to make it look a little, you know, like farmhousey cute. And I want to add some flowers to the top of his head. So I hope you guys don't mind that I left all this painting. I didn't edit it out. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Some people like it. I don't know. Some people don't. But I left it all in here. And if you're one of the people that don't like it, I apologize. So then I had the idea that the background was too plain and I wanted to make it look like maybe shiplap was behind him. So I did that, and then when I did that, it almost made it look like a mug shot. So then I had to like fix it so it didn't look like my cow was under arrest or anything. But I worked it out, and you'll see in just a minute how it turns out. See, I think it looks like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to lighten that up a little bit. So next I had these nice little burlap flowers that I got from Dollar Tree, but they ended up being too big, so I couldn't use them, so I had to use something else, but I'll show you that at the end of the video. So next I have this charger. I have so many of these chargers, you know, I need to start use them. Anyway, I have this charger, and I'm gonna add the last little bit of my Waverly white chalk paint. I'm all out, and every time I go to Walmart, I can't find it anymore. It's weird, it must be really popular. Anyway, I'm gonna use my last little bit here and cover this plate really nicely with this paint. And I had to add 2 coats. I had just enough paint to add 2 coats onto this charger. So next I went to my Cricut and I cut out a little Western saying, and it's too small, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. And it says, "This cowgirl loves boots, Jesus and boots," or something to that effect. Anyway, you will see it at the end of the video, but it's obviously too small, so I'm gonna just have to work with it. I'm gonna put this on here, and then I'm just gonna add some other things around to fill in, you know, to make it look a little bit more presentable. But just bear with me here. Okay, so I'm going to use these flowers because I didn't get to use them on my little cow. So I'm going to take these 3 burlap flowers and I'm going to hot glue those at the top of my sign. And that's going to make it look a little better. And then I'm also going to use those beautiful roses there. And I'm going to also use this jute trimming that I got from Dollar Tree. You guys, and I think this is the least favorite of all these DIYs. I think every time I do a series of DIYs, I have one that's just my least favorite. Maybe one day I'll just love them all. That day is coming, I'm sure. All right, so then next I took this gold paint and I just rubbed it around those little bumpy areas on the charger, just to give it some dimension. Okay, so next I wanted to make like a wreath, and I had this long tube from a roll of paper that I used up, and I thought maybe I could use this tube. I want to make like a wagon wheel wreath. And I know they sell those wagon wheel wreath forms at Dollar Tree, but you know, I just didn't buy one. I had thought about buying one, but so then, you know, I'm just gonna do like a trash to treasure here. So I took this piece of tubing, folded it in half, then put the ends together, and then I'm just gonna hot glue the ends together, and then I'm gonna go on to my next step. And the funny part about it is, this whole DIY consists of jute rope and jute twine, the thing that I don't like, but it really came through for me in this DIY. It turned out perfectly. So that's what I'm using to wrap around this cardboard tubing that I have here. So I'm just going to add a dibble of hot glue and then just start the long process of wrapping it around and around and around. And I hope I have enough of this rope too, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to keep wrapping. And I just added little spots of hot glue, you know, as I needed it. I didn't do it like on the whole thing, you know, just as I needed it, I just added a little hot glue. Now this is what it looked like when it was all done, and I barely made it. At that one part I had to just use some jute twine to fill it in. So next I took some dowels and I cut them, and I think I have like 5 or 6 of them here. So I'm gonna do this long process of wrapping this jute twine around these dowels, and the dowels are going to make what's going to form the wagon wheel. They're going to form the spokes of the wagon wheel, that is. Okay, so I got them all covered, and now I'm just gonna, they all are gonna fit, you know, inside of there. And I am gonna, a couple of them I am gonna put a little bit of hot glue just to hold them in place so that they don't pop out. Now this is a little bundle of flowers that I got from my sister. She gave me these on Sunday, and look at these nice little, what do you call those, like plumes, or I don't know what you would call those white things. They're not quite feathers, but that's what they look like to me. Anyway, in that one beautiful pink rose, I'm gonna just use some of these and put on this wagon wheel. And that flower that was in there with the bundle that she gave me, I didn't use because it was too big, but I did have this rose in my stash, and I'm going to use that. But I'm just going to put these flowers together and figure out which arrangement would be best. Probably on the area where I had to use the jute twine because I ran out of rope. I will put it on that area, and I'm just going to attach this to the little wagon wheel in a little bundle. It's going to be nice. So I'm just wrapping this jute cord around here to make a little bundle of flowers, and then I'm gonna secure it with some hot glue. And you know what, now looking back at it, I probably could have added a little welcome sign to it if I'm gonna hang it on a door or something. And then also I thought about that for the photo of the cowboy boot. I could have also added a little welcome sign or some sort of wording to that, but I can always go back and do it later. So now I'm just attaching it here with some little dollops of hot glue, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end of the video. And guys, remember to check out my sweet friend Charlene, the Crafty Art Shack, and May, Craft Away with May. Check out their videos. They're going to be linked in my description box below, and also their channel links, and you will not be disappointed. I mean, I am terribly excited to see what they created. And one more little reminder, check out that description box below. And here we are at the end of the video. This is my cowboy boot with the blooming florals coming out of it. I think it turned out nicely, and now I can see exactly. I could put some wording on this, maybe across the middle, like one of those galvanized signs, paint that up and put that says welcome, or even at the bottom there, or I could just leave it plain. Either way, I think it's nice. And I also added some little butterfly stickers that I also got from Dollar Tree, and some little embellishments in the corner too. I think it's super cute. And here is my little cow. I put him in a frame. It's just a Dollar Tree frame. And then I had this, it was just a roll of this twine stuff that I got from my sister. And I just put that around the frame. And I think it turned out really cute. And the flowers on his head also. And here is the charger. I got that all done. This girl runs on Jesus and horses. That's what it says. I've only been on a horse one time and I was terrified. Did I get on the horse? I was in Norway and I don't think I was even able to get on it. I attempted to get on the horse and I was terrified. Let me tell you, horses are huge. But anyway, this is my charger. Hope you guys like it. And here is the wagon wheel wreath. I think it turned out really pretty, and I do think that I'm going to go back and add a little welcome sign on here, or just a sign of some sort, not necessarily welcome, but it needs something. But I think right now it's really cute. I love this little bundle of flowers that my sister gave me. You guys, I appreciate you all so much. I really am thankful for all of my subscribers. I appreciate when you guys leave comments or whatever. If this is your first time here, please consider just joining the family. Remember to check out my description box below for my Sweet Friends channels. You guys will not be disappointed. And I just put those flowers in the base there. Just wanted you guys to see what the little bundle looks like. And remember to be kind to yourself and always kind to others. Thanks for watching. Bye.